Welcome inside the Purple Room. My name's Pyle, and today we pay homage to number 15, Mr. Vince Carter, drafted in 1998 by the Warriors and then traded to the Raptors with the 5th pick. He transcended the game of basketball here in Canada. Not only did he put Toronto on the map, but he took my fandom to another level. Now I'm going to try my best to sum up what Vince Carter meant to me. In the 98-99 lockout shortened season, the Toronto Raptors played 3 games in a row, back to back to back. And not all games were televised on TV. I relied on the Fan 590 with Chuck Swirsky and Jack Armstrong calling the games. And while I'd listen to them in the backyard, trying to emulate Vince Carter's moves, I, like the guys out there, wanted to be like Vince and nail the game-winning shots and yell, like VC from 3! Vince Carter was must-see TV. For me, that meant scheduling my homework around the Raptors games, writing game summaries in my agenda, taping them on VHS so I could go back and see how he did the move he did. My first encounter with Vince was when I was about 8 or 9, went to Promenade Mall, and they were running late because practice had gone long. My dad's like, "Do you want to go?" And I said, "No, I can't leave. I gotta meet Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady." So I'm patiently waiting in line with a bunch of other people outside of the Sears Plaza, and they finally make it. And I'm so nervous, I don't know what to tell Vince Carter. All I do is just hand him my little autograph book and ask him to sign it, and politely said thank you. The man was literally half man, half amazing when he nailed 51-point career game against the Phoenix Suns. I remember recording it on VHS. One of my most fondest memories has to be the 2000 dunk contest. You have to remember where you were when he made history. Literally, I could not believe what he was doing. Beneath the legs, the 360, putting his whole hand into the rim. Like, who does that? I remember my brother and I literally screaming at the TV because we were in awe of what we were seeing. Some things I truly respected from Vince Carter was the ways he liked to spend his summers in the city. Who could forget the charity all-star games he held? And it was amazing to witness his friends come together and put on a show in the middle of summer to just have some fun. I thank him for allowing the Raptors to win their first ever playoff series against the New York Knicks. But then being one shot away from the Eastern Conference Finals in 2001 was something that was really heartbreaking. I'm not upset that he went to his graduation. I appreciate that he did, showing how much it was important to get an education. And then 2004 came along. Yes, that was heartbreaking indeed. I don't know if it was because I had my wisdom teeth out, but it was definitely the end of an era. I felt so sad. I couldn't believe that it was over. After I had made peace with him being traded, and years had gone on, and we were beginning to forgive him. In 2012, I went to India, and I came across this one man in Bangalore who was emulating Vince Carter's dunks. Yes, can you believe it? He loved the Toronto Raptors. They were his favorite team. He has a tattoo of Vince Carter on his arm right here. And it just showed me that Vince Carter was not only a superstar in North America, but globally. In 2014, when Vince Carter came back with the Grizzlies and they held that video tribute to him, I was there firsthand capturing his emotions. And just like him, I was so happy to see the cheers and to see that everything was kind of coming full circle. And then in 2024, on November 2nd, when his jersey went into the rafters, it was a moment I will never forget. And I was thankful to be part of it at the Toronto Raptors game. And just like he said, this is not just his jersey going into the rafters, it's for all of us. He brought so many memories to the city, on and off the court. And he played 4 decades in the league. How did he do it? He had the work ethic and the drive and the passion. And that just goes to show how important it is to have a passion and to follow it through. And I thank you, Vince Carter, for all that you did, not just for the Toronto Raptors, but for the NBA. Happy retirement.